That's not what I wanted. Anyway. All right. I tried to do this just a minute ago. Had a little tech issue. Anyway, going to do a little overview of this little guy here. This is the Rode Wireless Pro microphone system. It's a 32-bit float because it has internal microphone or internal storage recording. It comes with a lot more storage than the predecessor, which was the Wireless Go 2. Now, I did want to say I had the Wireless Go 2. I had it brand new until I actually just got rid of it a little while ago. Now, it wasn't a bad system, but there were some operational issues. It was just, I don't know, it was almost like it had glitchy software the whole time. So maybe I got a bad batch. Maybe I got one, that was on a bad run because that happens in manufacturing, right? So anyway, I did want to say that these function a whole lot better. It is best to mention that if you do want to plug these in for the internal recordings, you shouldn't do that with the individual microphones that it records to. You should put it in this case here, and the case actually has USB-C plug. There, probably kind of see it there best. This here is just a little button to check your battery status within the case itself, because it does come with a internal battery in the case to charge your microphone system, whether it's your transmitters or receiver. So one of the biggest differences between the Wireless Go 2 and the Wireless Pro is, like I said, the functionality. Getting them set up, they run a whole lot better. They did add a little sleeve that you can put on these, and you can use these with these little magnets. Now, one of the problems I had with the magnets, I think a lot of equipment that's aimed toward filmmaking is always has a little extra cost to it, of course. So if you do want to get these magnets, you will have to be careful, though. You need to make sure that they have some real power. This is a neodymium type, and the power is an N50. As far as this actual magnet, it does measure about almost 3/4 of an inch. So I believe these are the 0.7 inch sized as far as the magnets. Circular are the best ones to use. You can kind of see the size of it. What I'm going to do is it will cover everything but the R in the Rode, for one comparison. Again, it's just under 3/4 of an inch on a tape measure. So, okay, I am trying to get this sleeve off. I wanted to show you that this little sleeve, it's a little different than the DJIs because these come with an actual sleeve. The clip itself is actually plastic, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Now, the Rodes, they did stick pretty much with the proprietary software requirement, which I think was a bad idea. You can actually pull the WAV files off of these, but as far as access to all the settings, you do still have to go into that. What is it? Rode Central is their app. Now, you can use that on both your phone or your computer, but I have the app on my phone. I have an Android, so I can't speak for iOS or Apple stuff, but the Android does not have everything that is included, as far as your functions and your options in this. So again, me myself, I don't think that's a great thing. I think they could do a little bit better on that. But to tell you the truth, the recordings have been magnificent. I haven't had any bad recordings. I don't use these all the time on film sets. Now, because they do have the magnets, it's great for when you're running gunning. I did a reality series show, and we were driving across. We went across like 5 states, I believe, within a week. So we were doing a lot of running gunning, and there were only 2 people, so I could take that magnet, pop that, actually underneath the jacket if I did it here, right? Or you can flip them inside out, and all you have is this little round thing, and it looks like a button on a blouse. So you can kind of get by with that. Now, me myself, I did want to show you this. I use, that was pretty loud, huh? I use a separate mic because the internal mics, I would rate them about a 6.5 out of 10, maybe. They are better than the wireless Rode, uh, wireless Go 2s from Rode, but they're not a whole lot better. I think, if you want really good audio, you should probably buy an external mic. I use the Deity WLAV Pros. I got some tram mics that go to my Electrosonics. So I am using pretty high quality gear, something you would normally hear in I would say an intermediate movie at least. Some of the newer movies, they're using these sound devices, makes these wireless systems that are, like, I don't know, I think they're like 2 to 3 thousand used. So they're using some pretty high up equipment. Their microphones are probably $500 a piece, right? But I would say intermediate movie quality, independent, and then even a little above that is where I'm at. But these will do. I would say these are good for weddings. They're good for YouTube channels. You could use that for that. You could use these for, some definitely a lot of smaller productions. Local commercials they would be great for. They would probably do a whole lot of justice for local commercials and promos. So one thing I did want to mention, these do record on board inside these at 32-bit float. Most people probably know that. So, I may be a broken record there for you, but 32-bit float internal, it's really nice to have that. I've heard of some of the more pro guys saying that, 32-bit float is, for all the newbies. But in my opinion, if you're smart, why not use it? Because 32 float, what that does is if you're doing a horror film, then you will have people scream here and there. And of course, I got somebody trying to call me. It's probably a junk call, but anyway, if you're doing a horror film, somebody screams or raises their voice, or emotions get really high really quick. 32-bit float's going to save you from peaking. So what that does is, if it shows up peaked in your post production, you just pull that level down, and you still have your characteristics. If it gets chopped, then that's where you get your distortion in audio. That's what causes that. So again, 32 float still keeps those waveform characteristics, so you can pull it down, it's still there, it's not just clipped. So 32 float's really nice. I believe you can swap these over to 24 if you want. I don't think I would ever do that. Doesn't make sense not to use that. Just to run down a few of the features of these off the top of my head. These have, like I said, 32 float. They have pretty good mics. The range, I've had really good range compared to the wireless Go 2s. I've had these up to about 100, maybe 150 feet. So you can definitely get that out of it. These do run on the 2.3 gigahertz band. So it's where your Wi-Fi, that's where Bluetooth's at. So if you have any Wi-Fi or Bluetooth around you, you want to make sure you avoid that, okay? So anyway, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, I would definitely recommend putting them in the case when you are plugging that into your computer for the WAV files. Just makes it a lot easier. It's been really inconsistent. Once I tried plugging the microphone itself into the computer and I couldn't get anything. Now, here about a half hour ago, I did plug it in and it did work. I don't know if there's something updated in the Rode app, but it is working now. But if you do plug it in the case, plug the case into your computer, you're good to go. You got tons of features on these. For I would say medium grade sound work. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I'm going to leave this up as a live. I may chop it up and add in some of the features later on, make full actual video out of it, not just a live. But I did want to get on here and talk about these wireless pros from Rode. They're definitely worth it. They're much better than the wireless Go 2s, in my opinion. And the function, it feels a whole lot more reliable. I haven't had any lost recordings. I did twice on the wireless Go 2s, so I'm still holding that against them guys. So anyway, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel if you will. We're going to come up with some more reviews. I'll probably do some more full-fledged, like 2-camera angle videos shortly. And make sure you watch Shut Eye. Shut Eye is a fun film we did, and that's up there, the video right before this here. So make sure you watch Shut Eye. Give us a like, comment, let us know. Let me know what reviews you want here in the future, and I'll make sure I get to those. We'll be doing some more on drones, more equipment, and I may even hit up some more Amazon equipment, some more, like budget equipment soon. Until then, take care.